Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Now's the time. Oh, if I didn't tell you, I didn't tell you. You see, they fool you with trickery, then strike you right in the throat. While everybody is talking about Nico Harrison, which I spoke about why the dude was getting fired. And they making him the scapegoat. The NBA is trying to cover up a big bomb they sitting on. See, what the league isn't telling you, and don't forget to hit the like button coming through the door. What's up, John? I see you. Well, each day is a day, moving forward. But let's get into this because it's very important. It needs to be said. Yes, sir. The league is in despair because they face a major issue. See, while the federal and government are investigating NBA players that got the headlines, not NFL, not any NLBS, and none of that crap, the National Basketball Association. Now, that's why they wanted to put out the news that the NBA ratings is the highest it ever was in since 2011. This far in the season, everything in the new deal has been a success. Viewerships are up, all of these things, and they're talking about how people are talking about the variation of different games. The league is thriving. Like I told everybody, LeBron James is pretty much the reason why this is going on for so long. You guys didn't give him the push out the door. Like Steph Curry said, I don't want to stay too long till they push me out. They pushed Carmelo Anthony out way before his time, and they let LeBron rock. And I'm like, why? LeBron James should have been gone 4 years ago. It makes no sense for him to be here. None. But now there's a big problem now. Instead of marketing your talent like Donovan Mitchell, you got spiders, you got guys with special talent that deserved all of that marketing that you were giving to LeBron James. You tried to credit LeBron James for the success that was happening in Cleveland when he wasn't even there. You want to, anytime someone is having success, you want to shoehorn LeBron James into the mix. And that's creating a bigger problem. So that puts you in the hole in the first place. So now all of this positive news that you got to cover up the fact that y'all sitting on a bomb. Here's what they're not telling you. The federal government has taken a look and have been watching these games, right? And guess what they see? And they just want to know, they want clarity. They say, can you explain to us how the foul system works again and what dictates a free throw and what does not dictate a free throw? Because they've noticed a large number of inconsistencies in these free throws this season. So far in this season, and so far the week is only what? We only 4 weeks into the season? It hasn't even been a month? I don't even know if it's really been a month yet, or we probably just over 4 or 5 weeks, but in this short period of time, the free throw differentials are crazy. The numbers are extremely too high. Now, here's the situation that they want to know, because the whole league right now is averaging 23 free throws a game. Every team is averaging 23 free throws a game. The Los Angeles Lakers are averaging 29 free throws a game. And they're not even number one. You're seeing people shooting 51 free throws by themselves. And the federal government is looking into this, and they just want some clarity, because while they're investigating these players, I guarantee you Damon Jones and someone else is talking. And they're saying, hey, if I'm getting investigated, investigate this. These free throw attempts are crazy, dude. And y'all need to take a look at this. So the fans wants to know what dictates a foul to shoot free throws and what doesn't. Because they're looking at the rules, because this is what they're going to have to defend in court if it goes to trial with some of these players. You can't say, I'm throwing the game and all of these different things. You're going to have to know the rules. If you got to go to court to defend, you got to know what's a foul, what isn't a foul. How do you know that I threw that pass on purpose? That's going to be hard to prove in a court of law, that he did do something illegal. How you going to prove that he didn't tweak his ankle in a physical game? The free throw differentials have been horrific in this beginning of this season, and that have caused wins and losses, and they've slowed the game down to a crawl, mostly ESPN games, and they have been completely boring. Now NBC, they know how to mix it up a little bit, but to carry the New York Knicks, players like Jalen Brunson, you have players like Brunson, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, Shea Alexander. These are some of the top players that get the calls. Austin Reeves is not even that guy, and he's shooting like 15, 17, 22 free throws in a game. It doesn't make sense that one player is shooting more free throws than an entire team, and he shoots jump shots. No, they give Brunson calls too. Come on, Outlaw, don't do that. Now you know what they do for Butterball. Now, listen. I'm just telling you what's happening here. The league has made their decisions. And as long as the league are making these decisions, you're starting to see an influx of change. And the change is going to blow everybody out the window. Shoot, K deserves the calls. He went a whole season without getting any. fact that the federal government is asking the NBA, hey, what's a foul and what isn't a foul? We want to know like what dictates this, because they're looking at film. We got people that's looking at film and they're trying to dictate, like, should this guy have been shooting free throws? Did he try to miss a free throw on purpose? Is that part of the game? Or is he shaving point? They need to know these type of things for certain games that they're looking into. Now, the reason that they're asking for this is that there's a Chicago Bulls game. That's all I know. There's a Chicago Bulls game, a Lakers game, a Cleveland Cavaliers game, a Miami Heat game, and a Minnesota Timberwolves game, a Charlotte Hornets game, and I think it's 4 more games that they had flagged. I don't know for which season or whatever and what the involvement is, but well, if the feds investigate the Luka trade, then they're gonna be leading Adam Silver out in cuffs. Him and the entire league. That's up there with the who really took out Charlie Kirk. Stupid idiot. Yeah, gambler. There's always one idiot on the road. Oh, of course I'm good. I'm an excellent driver. So this idiot was in another lane and he missed his turn, so he just thought, why don't I just cross all the way over? So I went around him, hit the road, went around the other car that's slowing up everybody. So I know how to drive on the shoulder, get around the nonsense. But now I got popcorn in my car. I don't like that. But I gotta get the car cleaned out anyway, so. Oh, it'll take more than that to take me out. Plus, as you can see, this car alarm system works. Now, so while the league is pulling this move off, everybody is sitting up there like looking around trying to point their fingers as to say who's to blame. The NBA wants to be transparent with everything that's happening with what's happening here. They're working with the feds, anything they need. But this is why they're covering all this up for you to not know. But yeah, the free throw differential has definitely been noticed in the NBA, and the fans are complaining about it because they're betting. So they're complaining about the bets, and with all of this attention from the federal government due to the players that they named and they're linked to this illegal gambling and poker situation, everybody's on edge. And these free throws are costing people money, big money. Guys are missing a free throw when it's time to tie the game to go to overtime or win the game. They blowing both free throws. So they're like, something going on here. So, we're getting a lot of heavy complaints about Yeah, what's going on? Next is going to be this load managing thing. I love how people love to come after Kawhi Leonard. I'm like, Kawhi Leonard is an injured man with a medical condition. Would I go up to somebody who has a medical condition and be like, hey man, why are you not catching the ball right? I heard you got MS, but that's BS. I need you to get up and start doing something. It's like, what the hell is you talking about? Yeah, well, you've seen the Los Angeles Lakers get carried by it yet again. It's like we have to have the Los Angeles Lakers involved in everything, even when they're losing. That was a horrible look for the NBA, just because they feel they have to promote LeBron James at all costs. So the main problems in the main scenario in the everyday walk of things is people have to, they don't have to, but they should look at and take responsibility for the many people that's out there fighting on their behalf. There's so many people that's involved in this that you just have no idea how big this scale really is. We haven't played 3 or 4 weeks. I don't think it's been a full month of basketball. We haven't even played that, and already it's like the most free throw attempts taken at any time in any season. This season, the free throw differential and the problem is the highest it's ever been. Every team is averaging 23 free throws a game. That's crazy. Well, it means that every game, if there's at least 23 free throws. So it's not like the team itself. So let me rephrase that to get it exactly correct. Every game, the average free throws is 23 so far this season. The Lakers average 29 free throws a game, and they're in 6th place. Yes, they are on gambling sites, and they are definitely watching. Yeah, they're watching. Anything with the NBA, if it looks shady, if it look like it's quacking like a duck, it might be a duck. They don't want to hear it. Are they playing at the Garden tonight? No, the league has made these decisions. And as long as the NBA continuously makes these decisions, people are going to understand that they are definitely going to be under the radar. So while they're trying to hope that there's just a few bad apples in the bunch, they want to do that and play that narrative. There's just a couple of bad apples, and they're trying to get back to business as usual as promoting and pushing their talent that they want to end up in the NBA finals. They're Knicks and Lakers. That's what they want. We knew that going into the season. They didn't get Luka Doncic over here to not go to the NBA finals. That's the agenda. You and me both. I hope the Pistons screw it all up. No, because these narratives that they come up with are very clear, they predetermined, and you have a lot of other people involved. It becomes such an unnecessary mess. If you're the NBA, are you really trying to fix your problem? Or you just want to just act dumb until, something happens or changes that will push things into a different direction? See, everybody that I know, they play dumb. They play dumb and act like they don't know what's happening. What a travesty. I can't believe it. Not my guy. And it's like, what do you mean not your guy? Your guy is one of the main reasons all of this is taking place. I never looked at people and said to myself, man, I need these people to get my point across. Because you'll never get your point across. If you're one of those people that's sitting around waiting on things to happen, it's never gonna happen for you. Shea Alexander, Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic are all the players on the list that I saw with the abuse in free throws. They're shooting a lot of free throws. Oh, don't worry. The Patreon still got a lot on there. Like today, you saw me go live from the gym on the Patreon. So now, after that, we got a lot more coming. Cade Cunningham for MVP, probably. But let's keep it in the right perspectives. You see what they did? You see how they knocked everybody off the live stream? Now ask yourself, why would they want to do that? All the notifications was going out. Why all of a sudden they want to start doing that? Why did they want to stop all the videos being suggested or people, seeing it for what it is? They wanted to stop that when we came in here. What's the narrative they're trying to hide? People know the free throw differentials is insane. If the Lakers are 6 in the NBA and they average 29 free throws a game, can you imagine that? Shooting that many free throws and don't win an NBA championship? You're shooting 29 free throws a game. That's hard to beat by any standards. How is a team supposed to get a rhythm if everybody's on the free throw line every trip? That's disturbing. Oh, 100%. That's why I don't. That is why I don't deal with these lunatics. There's a lot of them. And you got to weed your way through them. But I don't deal with these lunatics. I let them be. Right. Ja don't even get free throw attempts because the league is mad at him. Yeah, agendas make people get rid of you. So when people have an agenda against you, no. Come on. Let's be real. If that was the case, they would push a whole different narrative. Mm-hmm. The free throw differentials, no, that's insane. Because nobody liked him. You see, that's the part that everybody seemed to forget. Nobody liked them. And because nobody liked them, mm-mm, mm-mm. The reports, when they start doing the reports, since the feds are watching things, they're seeing all of the fans complain about how they lost the bet because this guy shot so many free throws. It cost them the game. They watched like three comebacks. The Milwaukee Bucks comeback. They were down 13 in the fourth quarter. And it's like, man, these free throws, these free throws, these free throws. So people are watching the free throw attempts and saying, hey, what's up with this? So they want to know what dictates a foul, what doesn't. We just have to find a balance. See, the problem is there's no real balance. Mm-mm. That's because you're looking at it from a different lens. Why Shams? You think Shams is going to bring this up? You think this is something the NBA wants? No, they want to talk about Nico Harrison getting fired. Let's keep that out there. Let's talk about how this is the highest ratings we've had. We've got the highest ratings that we've had since 2011. Push that out. People are watching the games again. You know why? Because you're not talking about LeBron goddamn James every day. Okay? He's out of the picture. And people are like, thank God. We could talk about the people that's actually in the game playing. That's because other people have not figured out a way to make it work. So when you make things work and say, I need to find out a way to make this work. How should I make this work? I need to find a way to make this go. And when you start looking around and you start saying to yourself, okay, well, it's not working. What is it that I'm doing wrong? That's what you're going to want to see. That's what the people want to know. When you try to do something that's not legitimate and you try to, let's say you, no. and you try to do something that you find is more beneficial to the way you operate and the way you move, and you start to see, they go, hey, what's up with this? What's up with this free throw differential? And they can't come up with an excuse. Are you serious? The NBA has a free throw problem, and it's massive. The problem is so bad, you can't even fathom how awful it is with everybody shooting free throws. People, right, foul baiting. But you looking at how close the spreads are and how people are the over unders and what they're trying to protect and how close they are and the number of free throws are coming in down the stretch are putting people over that over under. And gamblers look at that. They see who normally average about 5 free throws in a game, who average about 4 or 5 attempts, and now they're shooting. You look at a person that's shooting like, okay, that person might shoot 4. Now they're shooting 12 in a game. It's like, how? You saw Vincent start shooting. It's like, who is this person? Where did he come from? The Lakers had a no-name person that they had not seen before come up shooting 7 free throws and having like 28 points. And he's like the 12th man on the bench. It's like, well, okay, well, what's going on here? Then you got Larva, what's her name? Laravia, whatever. He comes up, he's getting 12 free throws and stuff in a game. It is the craziest number it has ever been. And let me show you what it was like last week. This is why the feds are looking, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you. That's 1980, 80, 81. All the years. Look at the years. It was real high in 09 and 010. Up to 7, 2, 4, 2, 4, 7, and 2022, 2023. You see the 6, the 7s, they're up in their area. Where in 2020, they were down 2 and 1. But since they got the magnet ball in 2020, everything's now is 4 and above. Now we're at 6, we're at 7, we're at 6, we're at 5. And in 2025, 2026, The season has just started. We're at 16. That is more than double. Look at that. We are only starting the season. 16. And you wonder why the fans said, hey, what dictates a free throw and what does not? They have a massive problem on their hands. And now, because they have this massive free throw problem on their hands, and the fans are asking questions about it, watch how tough it is for people to start getting free throws now. They're going to have to bring these numbers down. They're way too high. They're double. And that was last week. Now it's higher than that. They're at 23. Look at this. Shea had 55 this season. And he shot 22, 23, 26 free throw attempts. Luka, 49 points, 16 out of 19 free throws. Cam Thomas, 14 out of 14 from the line. Brown, 41, 12 out of 15 for the free throw line. Giannis, 40, 11 out of 16. Austin Reeves, 51 points, shot 21 out of 22 free throws. But since they got this magnet ball, the free throw differentials have been crazy. They're going up. Now, is it the refs or is it the league? Remember when the Rockets played the Pistons? The Rockets shot 48 free throws for the night, and the Pistons shot 23. They had a crazy game in the NBA Finals. It was the Pacers and OKC, where SGH is averaging about 25 free throws a game. SGA, which is FTA actually nowadays. But now it's gotten even crazier because these NBA Finals, like the Pacers and Thunders, one of the games on the first night, it was a total of 91 free throws. 75 of 91 is what they hit in total free throws. 75 out of 91 out of both teams combined. 51 from the Thunder and 40 for the Pacers. So you've been watching free throw attempts instead of basketball because they're trying to control and manipulate the scores. It has turned into a massive problem, and yes, and I want you to look at some of these scores because it is jaw dropping. These free throw attempts because it's next level crazy. Because people don't want you to see this stuff. That's this season. Like, let's go back like 2 weeks ago. Look at this. From the 23rd when the game started. 51 attempts by the Thunder, 49 by the Jazz, 48 by the Rockets, Lakers 46, Lakers 44, Grizzlies 43, Hawks 42. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? When do the Atlanta Hawks get 42 free throws in a game? See? Houston versus Detroit. The Rockets shot 48 doggone free throws. The Jazz in Portland. 2-point game. Right? 49 free throws. The Rockets would have got blown out by the Pistons, but they lost to the Detroit 111-115, and they shot 48 free throws to keep them in the game. You shot 48 free throws and lost. That's crazy. The Jazz shot 49 free throws and lost by 2 points to cover the spread. And the government, this is why the feds want to know what's going on with these free throws. OKC Thunder, right, against the Pacers, opening out the night again. They shot 40. They combined for 91 free throws in game one. You kick off the season with 91 free throws. That's crazy. 40 for the Pacers, 51 for OKC. That's nuts. Lakers 48, 46 and 44. Sacramento and against the Spurs on the 5th, which just happened. Grizzlies. $43 against the Pelicans. Look at that, 43. So they could beat the Pelicans. 42 for the Atlanta Hawks against the Orlando Magic so they can get a win. The Nuggets shot 42 against Phoenix so they can get a blowout win. Spurs shot 40 free throws against the Lakers and lost by 2. This was just, that was a horrible game to watch. So they combined for 84 free throws. The Kings against the Bucks. Another 80-something free throws shot in the game. This is a major issue. The most egregious free throw, differential than you would have probably ever seen in your life. So it isn't high by a little bit, it's high by a lot. And I don't know why they think this is something important that the people need to see. We don't need a replay center where they wave the referee in our face and say, hey, referee, we want to see you and not the game. How many times do you see the referee come up to the camera and then they show replay center and have that go around, and then the guy is sitting there and he grabs the microphone, he's looking into the camera to tell the world why a bad call was made, and we just don't care for this whole reply altogether? It's not needed. It's wasted resources and wasted time. It slows the game down to a crawl with all of these free throw attempts. And now that you got a ball in which you can control everything that you want now, because you have this action ball. And if you say jump, everybody's already how high and they're in the air. This is the problem that we have to deal with now. Oh, yeah. Now, granted, everybody's not going to be happy. That's life. But this is a very serious situation. So hopefully all of y'all are on my Patreon, right? Y'all all my Patreon members, right? Okay. So if you on my Patreon, we got something special tonight. I don't want y'all to miss out. Of course not. It started in 2020. I just showed you. You saw in 2020 the numbers went up to 4 and they stayed at 6 and 7. And now they're 3-4 times higher than they've ever been. Almost 3 times the regular amount it's been. Oh, if you're a Patreon member, you don't got to worry about it. You'll get the alert. Mm-hmm. Are the Knicks at home tonight? I don't know. I'm a bet about the free throws. Oh, I know. I've been waiting for this. Been waiting to get our hands back on the Bulls. Start beating them in the ground like we supposed to. Right. They don't. Most teams, look, most teams, they know they're not going to get caught. Mm. No, I never felt like that. No, the league's gonna have to clean it up because at the end of the day, the people that's getting hurt is the people that's betting all this money and they're losing because of all this crazy free throws. It's not just us, it's people that's spending big money on these games. They're gonna be pissed. That's just how it is, man. I mean, I've seen it come and go. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can't wait till the Pistons play the Knicks. That's what I want. I can't wait for that. And y'all gonna see the Duran show. Y'all gonna know what's in store for y'all. You know the Pistons won again. You know the Pistons won again. You know the Pistons won again. Cause all we do is F and win. You know the Pistons won again. Oh, the Pistons won again. I mean, Detroit is young and they hungry. So Shea is better than Ja. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I mean, if they gave Ja all the whistle they give Shea, then you'll be saying the same thing. So you tell me, who is the player that stands out the most that you look at and say, "Oh, they the ones." Out of all the teams, do you look at OKC and think they the team to beat? Yeah, well, that's the nature of the game. That is the nature of the game. Yeah, well, yeah. So get ready, pay attention. Make sure you sign up for the Patreon because we got some more info to give you. So we get any more information that's going on about this investigation, we definitely gonna tell you. But the free throw issue is the largest it's ever been, and we haven't even played a month. And it's by any means, it's way off the charts that the federal government has even gotten involved. So shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, who's probably live right now, and I don't even know it. I gotta go check it out and see. Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez, and yeah, I might do the Pistons and Bulls tonight. So we'll see.